What up, guys? J&J Sports and Fantasy back again with another video. Uh, Today we're going to be covering Sunday slate, what happened this past weekend, what type of football was played for the Ravens and people like that. And we're also going to be talking about Thursday's bets and what we have planned out for Thursday and everything to happen. It'll be me, aka Jesse, and RJ. RJ, what you got for us today?
So, what's going on, everybody? We are back, and before we get into what happened this Sunday and what we've got lined up for you guys for Thursday night, we want to ask everybody just take a second, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We are searching out to get our next subscriber goal. Our goal is to be at 100 subscribers. We are getting so much love from you guys. We appreciate it. We also have a TikTok channel that is up and running, and we post on our YouTube Shorts just before game day and throughout the week. So while you guys have time, shoot over to the TikTok. You can see our faces over there. We've been playing around a little bit with some AI photos and some AI football compilations. If you guys like those type of videos, let us know in the comments or come over here and let us know. And if you just like seeing our faces, you can let us know that too. We're here to try and make this as best of an experience for you guys as it is for us to make it. So, with that being said, Jesse, what about Sunday night football? And just in Sunday in general, what in the world happened with the dogs, these upsets, and people acting like they have forgotten how to play frickin' football?
Dude, it was really crazy this weekend. People like teams that we thought were not going to get beat this weekend got beat, aka the Bills, aka the Eagles, which you could see the Eagles getting beat by the Broncos. In a competitive game. Don't get me wrong, but teams like the Bills to get beat is kind of crazy. It's kind of out there. And how about the Panthers coming back down 17 points to nothing? That's a tough feat right there, dude. And like just something that we don't really see a lot.
No, yeah, and see, like I was chalking up the Eagles game to just an upset because the Broncos do have one of the best defenses in the league, and in my opinion, I was thinking about an upset just based on how public money was going and how they were undefeated up until now, and I felt like this was going to be a week for the upset on the Eagles, but with that being said, the Eagles are still the Eagles, so I figured they were going to find a way to pull it out. Unfortunately, it didn't happen. So that one I wouldn't really consider to be like surprising because of just the matchup. But all the other ones were insane. Like you said, we had the Panthers coming back from a deficit. We had the Bills getting beat by the Patriots at the end. I mean, what happened? I mean, I guess week 5 was the week of the dog because all the underdogs decided to show out this week and upset all of the favorites and eliminate all of those no loss runs for these guys.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened this weekend. It's kind of tough because for my little $1 bet, that crazy bet we all we all put together, it kind of sucked because well everybody decided to upset everybody.
Oh yeah, mine got shot early, super early. Like it was crazy. I was sad to see it go down. I was like, you got to be kidding me. But speaking of bets and crazy stuff that we have, Thursday night football, we have got the Eagles. Speaking of Eagles, we have the Eagles versus the Giants with their somewhat semi new quarterback, Jackson Dart. What are you feeling is going to happen on Thursday night?
I think the Eagles are going to make a quick, easy game out of this. I think they're going to win. Don't think it'll be a a competitive game at all, but I don't think it'd be like a blowout. I think it'd be a 10-point game, 7-point game. I think it could be something like that. That's what I predict for it to be. I don't think I don't think it'll be a high scoring game either. I don't think each defense is going to allow that much, with both defenses being pretty good in what they do. Even though even though that the Giants defense did struggle a little bit last week against the Saints, especially with the sacks and what they're known for in that defensive front. They did struggle, but I think it's a good week to bounce back, especially against the Eagles. But I don't have them winning, so that's what I have for this game.
And I think you've also got what Jalen Hurts to go over 150 in the pass.
Oh, okay, okay. For my bet,
Yeah,
sorry,
yeah.
that was just
Oh,
me
oh,
predicting
just your
the game.
prediction. Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's
that
your
was just
prediction.
okay.
I got you. And then
Yeah,
what do you
for my
have that you're
bet,
putting money on?
okay, I've got Cam Scatterby to go over 60 yards, 60 total yards, aka rushing and receiving. Then I've got Jalen Hurts to go over over 150 pass yards. Then I've got the Eagles money line. Just simple, easy, double your money bet.
I'm down with it. I'm down with it. I like double your money bets. As people who have been watching for a while know, I keep my stuff short and sweet and try to double my money as often as I can. I agree. I also think the Eagles are going to win, but what like we were talking earlier today. So all public money, well not all public money, 77% of public money is on the Eagles to win, but the sports book hasn't been moving the line on the money line like they should have, which just to me in general, that feels like a trap or it feels like red flag type territory. Now, I don't know if that's like signaling there's going to be an upset or if it's just the sports book isn't picking up on the movement of the money. And that could be true because they might not update the line until, tonight or just before the game starts. We'll see. But it just, something seems a little fishy there. But even with the sketchiness of the sports book, I'm going to take the Eagles money line. And if you are on an official sports book, DraftKings, FanDuel, BetMGM, actual sports books of that nature, you should be able to take alternate lines. So, since I think there's going to be some shenanigans going on with this, I have gave some juice to the Giants spread. I'm also going to take the Giants at plus 15 and a half, so they can lose the game by 15 points and you will still check off this leg. And like Jesse said, with both of these defenses going head to head and how everything's been playing out lately with the Eagles offense, not saying they're bad, but Saquon Barkley hasn't been performing like the Saquon Barkley we know. And AJ Brown is, I mean, he had that one game that was really good, but he's getting like no looks. There's kinks in there that just something's amiss. But I think also that it's not going to be a high scoring game, but I'm going to take the under in the game, but I have gave a little bit of juice to the under as well. I pushed it up to 50.5. So that's going to be my three legs, and that also it pretty much doubles your money. If you put $5 on it, you win 10 and some change. If you put 10 on it, you win 20 and some change. These are going to be some good, easy, nice Thursday night football bets to start off this week after the complete wreckage that we had on our accounts this past Sunday. Now, with
I know that's
the
right.
with the craziness that happened this weekend, we even though we're playing our official bets safe, we do have some extra bets that only you guys here on YouTube will see. So, Jesse, you want to cue everybody in on our big bet, not big leg wise, but just big bet.
Big money. Okay, so we've got the Eagles to win. We've got the same thing as RJ has. So to cover the Giants to cover the spread by 15 and a half because we think it's gonna be it. We're just being safe. And then we've got Cam Scatterby to go over 60 total yards. I'm pretty sure.
So that one
Am I
we're
right?
also being a little safer. So we actually moved Cam down to 50.
Ah, remember that now.
Tell him how
Yes,
much it's for.
but yeah, it's it's a $50 bet that pays out 127,
Yep, $121.
121. My fault.
So if you
Yeah,
guys want to tail
but
that, let us know. We're gonna be we're putting the money on the table, so to speak, for this one. We're gonna try and bust up a big bet and get some of our money back that we lost on these teams that played poorly this past Sunday.
I know that's right.
Now, with that being said, I also have a. This is more of a sketchy side bet, and the only reason I'm taking it, so any of my FanDuel users out there, they tailor your promotions to how you bet. So they will give you certain promos over other promos depending on how much you bet and how often you bet. So for this Thursday, they gave me a no sweat token. You may have it. You might want to go check and look. So a no sweat token essentially means that you can place a bet, and they have a criteria for it. A certain amount of legs. The final bet has to be a certain amount of odds, and they also limit a max amount of money you can bet. But as long as you meet their criteria and you make a bet, if you lose, they give you your money back in bonus bets. So it's not actual cash that you can take out and put in your pocket, but it's money that you can rebet throughout the week. They give you 7 days to respend that money if you don't hit your original bet. So for my no sweat token this week, I'm going to be taking Cam Skattebo in the first quarter, just the first quarter, to get 10 total yards. So receiving, rushing, anything. As long as he gets 10 yards in the first quarter, we're good. I've got Jalen Hurts for an anytime touchdown in the first half of the game. So before halftime, he's got to get a touchdown. And then I have the Giants on the spread at 12, and I have Devonta Smith to get 3 receptions throughout the entire game. And I hit hit all the legs, hit the odds, and I maxed out what I could put on it, which was $10. $10 pays $80. So if you guys want to, if you can get on your FanDuel or your sports book and see if you have that no sweat token as well, and you want to ride with me on this one, let me know in the comments. Hopefully we can make this quick $80. It's going to be, I think it's going to hit. What do you think, Jesse? Do you have any thoughts on that four leg right there?
The only thing I would actually be worried about is the Jalen Hurts anytime touchdown
You don't think they're going to
because
be
he's not
doing a
really.
tush push by the first half?
I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's kind of up in the air. Sometimes with like the tush push that they did the other week, not this week, not this past week, but the other week, they faked it to Saquon Barkley. You gotta always wonder what's gonna happen because that offensive coordinator is not the greatest. I honestly don't like him at all. Don't think he's that good. I think it's just the talent on the field that's actually producing for the Eagles right now. So that's just my opinion. So that's the only thing I'm just like, that's why it's so hard to bet on Eagles games. That's just my opinion.
I agree. And see, the other 3 legs had me at, so for my no sweat bet, it had to be the final odds had to be at least plus 400 odds wise. And I really liked the other 3. I like the spread. I like the 3 receptions on Devonta because he's been targeted a lot, more than AJ Brown, it seems like. And Cam Skattebo's just the dude's a menace to society. I'm pretty sure within the first quarter he's going to find a way to get 10, whether it's a reception or a rush or a mix of both. I feel like 10 is safe for him, even against the Eagles. He's going to find a way to get 10. But the only way I could bump up the odds enough and make it to where it's close was to get a touchdown scorer. And I was like, I'm 50-50 on Eagle side because the Giant side, there weren't very many options. It was essentially take Jackson Dart or Cam Skattebo or their receiver, but I wasn't super confident in any of those guys. And I was like, if anybody's going to get a touchdown in this game, it's either going to be Saquon Barkley or Jalen Hurts. But Jalen Hurts, odds wise, was just slightly higher than Saquon Barkley. So adding him was the one that pushed me over the odds so I could initiate the no sweat part of the bet.
Yeah, I could. Yeah, I see why you did that. Which honestly I don't think is bad. I just don't like it that much. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, yeah. I mean, for sure, it truly is a gamble, And like I was telling you earlier, I have it set up in a way so that way, like if Cam doesn't come through and get his 10 yards within the first quarter, as soon as the first quarter ends, I don't have to worry about this bet anymore. I know I'm going to get my money back. It is what it is. But if he does get his yards, then I have to make it to halftime. If Jalen Hurts can get a touchdown before halftime, then I'm good. I can just play out the
Yeah, I
rest
think
of the bet.
if the first if everything happens in the first half, you're gonna be set.
And that was my thought process because if by halftime I know this bet hasn't hit, then I don't have to worry about it because I have our big money bet and I have my three leg that's doesn't can doesn't have to be on a time frame by quarters or anything like that. I'll know what's going on by the end of the game. But I was like, I need something that if it's not going my way, I don't have to sweat it out the entire game.
Yeah, I feel that. No, just the Eagles are so hard to bet on. That's why I just don't like them.
No, I
They're
feel you.
so unpredictable. And then the Giants are the Giants, so they're just eh.
Yeah, for me, the Giants are up in the air because I feel like, you know, the Cam Scatterboo he's gonna do what he can do. He's gonna perform the best he can. But with Jackson Dart, I feel like he's either gonna be hit or miss this game. And with just the Giants team in general, it's not gonna be like
Well,
super close.
we also got to realize Tyrone Tracy is coming back.
I know.
He it's going to be a 50-50 backfield split. It's not going to be uh, just 20 carries for him, which has honestly been really um ineffective. Like he just hasn't been doing as much, like as well as you want him to be doing.
And I think
You
that
know,
that piggybacks together because they don't have to worry about anyone else in the backfield, so they know that if they're going to do it, he's getting the ball, so they can lock him up. It's a process of elimination. What I'm and this is me being an optimist here. What I'm hoping is with this other person in the backfield now, it pulls away some of that security that's locking up Cam. So if they go to the other, what was his name? You just said it.
Tyrone Tracy.
So if they go to Tracy for a couple plays, then the defense is going to be split up between I need to watch Scatterboo, I need to watch Tracy, and then they can hand it off to Scatterboo once they realize they're hitting Tracy a little bit more now that he's back, and then Scatterboo can have one of those moments of oh, caught you slipping, and then go for like a Saquon Barkley type run, just break out and headbutt somebody in the chest and bowl somebody over and take off.
Yeah, he is kind of an animal.
He's the only. I mean, granted, I haven't been watching football as long as you, but since I've been watching this season, he's the only running back I've seen who was about to get tackled and just forehead headbutt somebody in the center of the chest and try to keep it moving.
He reminds me a lot of Eddie George. He was just the guy that just invited contact. He liked when people just said, "Let's do this." He was a great Titans running back. I really liked him. Just to watch him play on the field was really cool. So that's just my take on him, on what he reminds me of, because he just invited it, and who doesn't like the invitation of just a dog, you know?
Yeah, yeah, for sure.
That's just what I have. That's just what I think.
No, I'm with you. Well, I think
I
that.
think I think CTE is scared of Cam Scadaboo.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think anybody in their right mind is going to be scared of Scatterboo. I mean, the dude looks like he'll put the football in his teeth and just try to run over everybody, both arms pumping if he had the option.
I'm just saying CTE in general, aka what football players get whenever they're old because they've hit their head so many times.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's like CTE, CTE, CTE. I want it. Well,
Hopefully
I
that
think that
doesn't
does it for
happen.
this episode.
Oh yeah, I think that's going to wrap us up, guys. This is what we have for Thursday. Jesse, any final thoughts before we send them out for Thursday night football?
Uh, Play it safe for this game. Don't be really risky because this game is very, very either or. Something may happen, something may not. That's for my final words for this game. Um, Peace out for me.
All right, guys. So before we send you out, just do us a favor, go over to the TikTok, follow us there. We're also talking about, and this is going to be for the TikTok page only to get some engagement with you guys and other people that watch us on TikTok. We're thinking about starting up a ladder challenge. I know a lot of people love ladder challenges, but that is going to be specifically for TikTok because it'll be easier to get the pics out on TikTok and just keep track of everything over there. And then we'll probably keep the bigger, like the big money parlays and the big parlays in general over here, so that way we can have some separation between the channels. But go over there if you guys want to see our faces, if you want to do a ladder challenge with us, all that good stuff's going to be on TikTok. And if you like watching us here, then we're going to be posting our videos twice a week. We will be putting out shorts for everybody and more of a condensed type of content for people in case you don't have time to sit down and listen to us talk football and ramble and do our thing. So we try to look out for everybody and every platform that we can. While you're here, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, shoot us a comment. We love talking to you guys. We reply to everything everybody says to us. We're on our way to hitting our 100 subscriber goal, and all of this is for you guys. I mean, we literally started with 0 views, 0 subscribers, and just us talking to nobody. So we're already over 50 people sitting here watching this with us, riding along with us. We appreciate every single one of you guys. We're doing this for you. So if you could do something for us and share it with your friends, people that are thinking about, getting into the sports betting scene or just sports in general, show us to them. We're average guys. We're doing this in a way so that anybody at any job can take 10 or 20 bucks a week, put some money on it. You ain't got to do research. You come to us. We'll look out for you. We win together. We lose together. We're a team. But up until Thursday, this is what we got for you guys. Come back probably Friday night, Saturday morning. We'll have another video out for this weekend's bets. Happy betting, everybody. We'll see you this weekend. Peace out.